Hi there, this is Jess Bonasso, otherwise known as the Self-Care Goddess. And as you guys know, I'm super passionate about self-care. I've struggled with burnout several times over in my corporate career as well as in my business. And I know for me personally that the holidays can be a very busy time. And so since we're at the beginning of December right now, I just want to share some self-care tips for you to really help you master your stress and get into your Zen zone during the holiday season. So a couple of quick tips that I just want to share with you. First of all, one of the things that happens during the holidays is that not only are we working, right? Maybe if we're lucky, we're taking some time off. But not only are we working our regular routine and our regular schedule, but we also have added cooking, added cleaning, added shopping that has to be added into the mix. And then if you combine that with all the socializing that takes place during the holidays, because everybody wants to go hang out at these social gatherings with their friends and maybe family gatherings to see friends and family, it can lead to a lot of stress and overwhelm. And stress and overwhelm is what really gets you into your sympathetic part of your nervous system. This is that sort of fight or flight response. And when we're in that fight or flight response for long periods of time or for excessive amounts of time without any respite or rest, what happens is it leads to overwhelming stress, overwhelming anxiety. And it can literally drain our physical energy stores. And so the important thing about the holidays is really learning how to manage your energy. I mean, so often we don't think about the holidays as energy management. We think about it as time management. So I have a couple of tips and suggestions for you for really managing your energy stores a lot better throughout the holiday season. The first of which is just a really simple breath work practice. And this is a breath that's specifically designed to stimulate your parasympathetic part of your nervous system, the relaxation part of your body. And so to do this, it's really simple. You're going to do maybe 6 to 10 breaths or repetitions of this breath that I'm going to demonstrate to you in just a moment. And I say 6 to 10 because you can usually do 6 to 10 breaths within a 3 to 5 minute period. So it's a really fast, quick, and accessible tool for you. And so the way that it works is this. You take a nice, long, deep breath in, breathing in through the nose, and then you're going to hold at the top for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale and release the breath out through the mouth. Okay, so that's a breath pattern. And then you're going to repeat that again, breathing in, holding at the top for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale and release. And you're going to repeat that 4 more times, up to 4, or I guess it would be 8 more times, depending on if you're doing the 6 or 10 repetitions. Another variation on that is to incrementally increase the amount of time you're holding the breath in between breaths. So for example, you can hold the breath for a count of 4 throughout the entire 6 to 10 repetitions, or you can increment up by 1 each time. So on the first breath, you would hold at the top for a count of 4. The second breath, you would hold at the top for a count of 5. The third breath, you'd count or hold for the top for a count of 6 breaths. And so you would increment it up like that. And so that's another way to really get into your parasympathetic. So either variation of those will work, depending on what capacity of breath capacity you have and how much time you have. So play with that. The second recommendation is just a really simple restorative yoga practice that you can engage in pretty much anywhere, as long as you're willing to find a space to lay down. And this might be on the floor. It could be on a bed. It could be on a mat, a yoga mat. But basically, you can do one of 2 things. You can lay in shavasana or corpse pose, right? This is where you're laying on your back. Your arms are extended, your shoulders are down and away from your ears, your legs are extended, and I would suggest maybe propping up the knees on a bolster or a rolled up blanket or a pillow if you've got back issues. The other thing that you can do is lay on the floor and bring your legs up on a chair. So if you were laying down on the floor on your back like this, and then you brought your legs up on a chair, like, let's see, how do I demonstrate this? Let's say the chair is like this, and your feet are here, your knees are here, these are your legs, and then your body is laying down flat on the floor. So it's like a staircase, looks a little bit like a staircase. Those are considered really great restorative poses and really good for bringing your body into the parasympathetic. And you can basically set a timer on your phone for 10, 15 minutes You can also lay down, like I said, on the bed, on the floor, on a mat, on a couch. But you really, your goal is not to sleep. It's just to close your eyes, maybe put an eye pillow over your eyes, and just simply rest for 10, 15 minutes. Okay? And you're not going to be thinking about anything in particular. If thoughts come in, great, no worries. If ideas pop up, great, no worries. But give yourself the full amount of time to rest and be in respite mode, and that will reset your nervous system, okay? And that's a really great way to refuel your energy stores throughout the day as well. So if you've got a lunch break and you can go lay on the grass outside, it's been so nice here in Denver, you can do that for 10, 15 minutes. And that's a really great way to get grounded and back in your body. So those are some good tools for you. The other tool that I'm going to suggest is really more of a time and energy management tool. And this is really helping you figure out how to set boundaries like a badass in your life, not just for the holidays, but in general. And so, like I said, a lot of times when we get really busy and overcommitted, it eats up our energy stores. And so what happens is we're so busy saying yes to everything else that we don't think about how it feels to us. And so this is one thing that you can do is when somebody says, hey, we've got this party coming up, we really want you to be there, and you have an immediate sort of like gut instinctual reaction that's like, I'm not sure if I want to be there, I don't want to do that. Even if it's something that you want to go to and you're excited about, but you just are a little stressed out about the idea, that would be a form of resistance as well. And so I want you to do, basically the step that I'm teaching you here is to check in whenever somebody asks you for your help, asks you to come in and participate in something. Check in and see, how is it feeling? Is it an absolute yes? I want to be there. I've got plenty of time. It feels good. I feel energized. Then you may want to consider saying yes. But if it's not an absolute yes, you might want to pause and give yourself some time to think about it. And so one of the ways that you can do this is just simply to ask for some time to check your calendar, check with your partner, whatever it is that you need, whatever kind of reason that you want to give for giving yourself a little bit of time to figure out if that's going to be a good fit for you. Let me check my calendar and get back to you. Let me see what's on my plate for this month and get back to you. Basically, you're going to say maybe, right? So yeah, maybe I'm interested, but let me see if that's going to be a good fit for me. And I'll get back to you within the next 24 hours. And then of course, if you can, follow up on that follow-up, but give yourself some time and space to check in and see, what was that resistance about? Is it because I've got too much going on? Is it because I don't like that person? Is it because this isn't a group of people I want to hang out with? Is it because I'm overcommitted? Like, check in and see, what is it that's really at the heart of this resistance? And if you can resolve that resistance in your mind, your body, or your spirit, and say yes comfortably, knowing what you're taking on, then say yes. And if not, I would say get back to them, let them know that it's not going to be a good fit. You don't have to give a lot of reason why. Just say, you know what, unfortunately, I checked my calendar. It's not going to be a good fit for me, but I hope you have an amazing time. So that's a really great way to say yes to you during the holidays and to make sure that you're not overcommitting yourself or overextending yourself. And that's just simply by checking in and seeing what your body's saying to you in any given moment when requests come in, okay? So I hope that's helpful, and I guess that's it. So hopefully this will help energize you throughout the holiday seasons, help you find your Zen zone, and help you really manage stress the way that I know you have the ability to do so. And as always, I encourage you to embrace your greatness, because you're so worth it, not just during the holidays, but into next year, because 2018 is going to be amazing. Take care and have a wonderful rest of your day.